Good morning. We're going to continue on with the pelvic floor work. We've done a lot of lengthening, relaxing the pelvic floor. We've done a lot of connecting with our core, the breath, learning how to breathe well. Today we're going to do a little bit more around strengthening. There are some exercises that will apply more abdominal pressure, but I will talk you through them, and we will do pressure management and gradual progressive overload, so I'll give you options. Excuse my voice, I am a little bit ropey today. I'm falling apart at the seams. Managed to hurt my ankle, knee and hip all on one side. Today we're going to need a ball, a band, if I can think of the words. I've got myself a step. You can have a stool or whatever is comfortable for you to place your feet upon. And you're going to need a wall. I have managed to run out of wall, so I'm going to use my poor mirror, stick my feet all over it. Facing your wall, we're going to start with your feet hip width apart on the wall, and then just come and relax. So we'll start with some breath work as always. Breathing in through your nose. We're going to allow it to trickle down, and then each time I just want you to flatten the back. So we allow the breath to come all the way down, floating down, feel it coming down into the pelvic area, flattening the sacrum or the lower back into the floor. And then as you exhale, just relax everything back. So the pelvis is kind of doing this movement, a little bit like a pelvic tilt, less obvious. So again, inhale. Breathing just a trickle, so it's a really smooth, light flow all the way down, filling the stomach, the pelvic bowl, the lower back, 360 evenly around the ribs. You can have your hands on your ribs if you want to check if it's even. And just do a couple more breaths here. And then when you're ready, I'd like you to start rotating your head from one side to the other. So inhale at the top. And then we're just going to exhale your way over to one side. See how it feels. Maybe you need to take your shoulders down, have a little wiggle. Inhale your way back to center. And exhale your way over to the other side. Inhale back to center. And exhale over to the other side. Keep going. Coming back to center, we're going to do some pelvic tilts. We're going to inhale. Allow that breath to sort of fully come down and expand. And then you're going to exhale, just tilting the pelvis towards the face. Minimal movements, chin tucked down, tongue to the roof of your mouth. Exhale through the nose. Just lightly tipping the pelvic bowl up towards the face. Relaxing the glutes, your hamstrings, everything else around it. Three more. From there, take both arms up. We're going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So inhale here, flatten the lower back, setting that core, and then we're going to exhale, opposite arm, opposite leg. So knees coming in towards the face, and the arm just goes back to the floor behind you. Exhale to come home. Inhale to come home, sorry. Inhale. lower back, and exhale. Inhale here, set that lower back down, breathing through your nose. Take it to where it feels comfortable. Two more. Last one. We're going to inhale here, set that core, and then just allow one knee to drop out. Inhale to come home. Exhale the other leg out. Inhale to come home. Exhale, drop as far as you want to go. If it's just here, that's fine. Listen to your body. Inhale. Exhale out. Do two more. Then we're going to come to a seated position with your back to your wall. Wonderful. So, seated position, back against the wall. I'm going to hate this because this mirror is so cold and I need my back against the wall. Ooh. The idea is that we put the scapula onto the wall, so your shoulders as much as possible, and then we're going to do wall angels. So we're exhaling all the way up, making a rod for my own back doing this exercise here, and then try and squeeze down into a W shape here. So inhaling, sitting nice and tall, and then exhale up, eyes straight forward, improvising. Exhale up. Try and keep those arms as flat as possible. Telling myself, inhale, squeeze down, exhale up. Squeeze W shape. Exhale up. Maybe each time it becomes a little bit easier. Inhale and exhale up. Inhale home. Little squeeze. One more. So shift a little bit further forward. Take your band. It's just mobility exercise rather than strength. So we've got quite a light band, but over the weeks you can progress up through the band. So obviously the stronger the band, the more resistance you're going to have. So we're simply going to exhale up and give a little stretch at the top. Inhale, exhale. Pull the band apart. Inhale home. Eyes to the front of the room. Spine nice and tall. Let's go for another 7. Nice and controlled. Four more. Exhale up. Stretch that band as far as you want to take it today. 3 more. Ignore my clicking shoulders. Last one. Make it our best. Lovely. From there, take the band behind you. Elbows by your side, pin to your side. We're going to exhale forward. Inhale to come home, sitting nice and tall. Another 8 to go. Nice and controlled. Another 5. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Awesome. We're going to lie on our sides. You're going to have your bottom leg bent in a right angle. You can rest your head wherever feels comfortable for you. The top leg's going to be extended, and then you're going to imagine you've got a pocket, and you're going to turn that pocket over so the foot points down. We're going to inhale here to set, and you're going to exhale your leg up. Inhale to come home, and exhale your way up. Making sure that leg's rotated over. Exhale up. Inhale down. Five more. I think. 4. 4, 3. Maybe I should just count all the way through it. I'll probably still mess it up. 2. Last one. Bring your heels together so you're like a froggy. We're going to close the knees on top of each other, but you're going to keep your heels pinned. And we're going to exhale to open. Inhale to close. 7. 6. 5. Over the weeks, you can progress and use a band over your legs. And then you can go up through the bands. So each week you're adding a little bit more load. 2 more. Last one. Coming onto all fours. You can have your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Inhale here. Options. Arms. You can do legs. We can do opposite arm and leg. And then over time, you could add a band so that you have resistance on the leg as well. I'm going to show you the full bird dog, and you can take whichever layer you would like to go with today. So we're going to inhale that belly button up towards the spine, and then you're going to exhale and hold for 5. Trying to keep your hips square as possible, and inhale home. Exhale. And inhale home. Go again in whichever layer you have chosen. And inhale home. Exhale. Inhale home. Ideally, we want 3 sets of 10. I'm just going to show 10 for today, or if I can count to 10. And you can add on, pause the video. And inhale home. Inhale home. Bringing that belly button in slightly. Exhale. Focusing on a point. And do one more, because I have naturally lost count. So we're going to come into some knee lifts, but if your condition is not stable at the moment, we could do 1 knee at a time. If you are currently stable and ready to go, we're going to tuck our toes under and do knee lift holds here. To apply abdominal pressure, you could just do really minimal lifts, or you could really go for it depending on where you are today. You know your body better than anyone else. So again, we would do the same. Inhale and pull the belly button up towards the spine, and then do a lift wherever it's comfortable for you. Hold for 5 and then come back down. Inhale here, pull the belly button up. If you're not stable, we could do 1 left leg lift. Come back to center. Inhale, pull the belly button up. Exhale. Inhale back down. And again. Keep going. Obviously, over time, we could do modified planks. Build it up over the weeks. Five more. So try and spread the weight evenly through the wrists. If your wrists are really sore, we could come down onto the forearms and do your lifts here. And again, inhale. Two more. Last one, you'll be pleased to hear. Perfect. Lying on your side, so the opposite side to what you did before. Head in hand, bottom leg in right angle. Extend that top leg and then rotate it over. I'm going to inhale here and then exhale up. Inhale down and exhale up. Inhale here, exhale up. Again, we could five more. Three. Two. Exhaling up. Last one. Bring those heels together. Close the legs. Inhale. And open on an exhale. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Exhale. 3. 2. Last one. And finish. Coming onto your back, we're going to need the ball. You can start with some bridges, squeezing the ball. Tucking your chin down, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Inhaling here, setting that lower back down into the ground. And then we're going to exhale our way up and squeeze the ball. Don't have to come up particularly high. Inhale your way down. And again, inhale. Exhale your way up. Squeezing the ball. This does again apply some pressure, so if there's too much pressure there, we can go back to the pelvic tilts. Again, if you want progressive overload over the weeks, we can have a band around the knees. Eventually you can apply weight sort of around the pelvic area. Exhale your way up. Inhale down, pushing that lower back into the floor before you go up again. Another 5. For 4. 3. For 2. Last one. Great job. Bringing your knees up into tabletop, arms up. Again, this does apply quite a lot of pressure in terms of load management here. We can take the ball out and we can do toe taps. If you want to stay there, that's great. We have this option. So double toe tap. We have leg extension. Obviously, the further you take your legs out, the more load is applied, especially around the lower back. Each time, inhale to set that lower back, and then you're going to exhale out. And then the final layer, which I will do, is going to be your opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, so we have this option, we have this option, we have this option, and we have the full expression. Okay, inhale your way up, set that lower back into the floor, and exhale. Coming back on an inhale, set that lower back and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Last 2. Last 1. Again, if you're ready for some progressive overload and you really want to, you could apply a band over the leg. Last exercise in this position, come to your stool or step, whatever you have in place. Actually, I'll start on this leg so you can see. So the further out we go, the more hamstringy it is. So we want glutes today. So we're going to have the foot fairly close. Your arms are going to go overhead, chin tucked down. And then this foot is fairly light. It's just a kind of support. This heel drives into the ground. So inhale here, set that lower back, and then exhale up. Inhale, set that back, exhale. Inhale, keep going. I have to close my eyes. I've started to see spots from staring into the spotlights above me. Number 4. 3. Two. Drive the heel down. Last one. Lovely. We're going to swap legs. So exactly the same. Light touch on the step, heel driving on the other side. Arms overhead. Set and fire. Over time, each week, you could progress. We can have our leg up here. Maybe for a week. And then maybe we could take it out a little bit further. Maybe here. And again, adding weight over time. We could add dumbbells here. We could add a weight across here eventually. Lots of progressions. Completely lost count. Number 2. Coming into standing, find yourself a wall again. You're going to have one foot against the wall and then the other foot is going to come out. You just have to play around with it, really. The idea is that we're going to try and touch the wall with our bottoms as we go down, and then we come up. So eyes are going to look to the wall in front of you, trying to keep the spine as straight as possible, and then we're coming up. Obviously, this is going to add pressure. I'm just going to demonstrate with the weight. So what you can do is just keep the movement really small. And then when you're more stable over the weeks, you can come down a little bit further each time. We could start with one weight. If I have it on this side, this adds stability. Touch my arm back to the wall and straight up. So that adds some stability. If I pop it in this arm, this is going to add more load here. And then if over the weeks we build, we can go up through the weights and we could have 2 weights. There are lots of different positions that we can do this in as well. But we aim our bottoms back to the wall. We come down and straight back up. Inhale down and exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Try and keep the patella tracking straight forwards. Inhale down. Looking, not straining the eyes, but just looking so that the spine stays as upright as possible. Inhaling down, sticking your bum to the wall, exhale up. Do one more because I can't remember. Inhale down and exhale up. You could aim for sort of 3 sets of 8. Find my happy place here. The other side, and exactly the same. So inhale down, exhale up. more. Inhale and exhale. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Wonderful. We're going to finish with a squat hold, if I can find space here. Back to the wall, take a step forwards, try and find a nice position. Feet are hip width apart, and we're just going to hold for a minute and smile. Relaxing the pelvic floor, breathing in and out through the nose. Great job. Let's have a little stretch out. Take your arms all the way up. I'm going to come in a little bit. Rolling down through the spine. Straight legs. And then just walk yourself forwards. Paddle out the feet. So alternating. So you're just trying to push one heel down and the other heel down. You can do both at the same time. So you come up onto your tiptoes and then try and press the heels down. So you're just rocking back and forwards. Dropping down to your knees. Coming down. Rocking from side to side in child's pose. Take one leg forwards. You could stay here. You could extend the opposite leg so you get a bit of a hip stretch here. And again, just rock. And if that's enough for you, stay there. If you want to, you can come into a deeper stretch. Let's have a wiggle around. Breathe into those spaces that feel tight and niggly. Tucking the extended leg toes under. See if you can shift back and pull the other leg forwards. So again, you might stay here. This is quite nice. And then over time, as you inhale and exhale and release tension, you might be able to come down a little bit further. Just enjoy the stretch wherever it is for you. We'll leave it there. It's quite a big jump from what we've been doing, but it was a good week to start incorporating lots of strength training. So you can go back to previous videos if things become unstable, and then when you're feeling good, and you want to progress, you can come onto this video, and there are lots of suggestions to progress it further as well.